Good afternoon and welcome to the last match of the day in 1980, in which you'll get a further chance to assess who will win the honours in the First Division as we show Arsenal against Ipswich and West Bromwich Albion versus Manchester United.
The last Saturday of the old year sees the new boxes in the £2.25 million stand at the Hawthorns in use for the first time. The picture shows a marked contrast, half of the stand completed on the left and the old stand still surviving on the right. And the spectators will be looking down on a pitch which is markedly different end to end, the far penalty area really being quite hard and the near quite soft. And both teams are unchanged, Albion sticking to the side which ended a run of 3 games without any success with a 0-0 draw at Sunderland yesterday, and it means that Martin Bennett is still at number 6 in spite of the fact that Alistair Robertson is now available after suspension. Manchester United's draw against Liverpool at Old Trafford was their 9th there and their 15th in total. And their only change is in the choice of substitute, where Scott McGarvey is given the chance. Referee Colin Downey of Hounslow gets the game underway, with the home side playing from left to right. Two teams in 6th and 7th places in the First Division after yesterday's matches. Kopp. Robson. Barnes. Beaten to it by Duxbury. This is Koppel. Jordan is far post and is still there. Jordan again, good save by Godden. Jordan given the second chance as the ball came off Moses and Godden down well to his right. Some errors in the Albion defence. Barnes, he took it so close to Alveston. Robson looking for Regis, Moran up, Moses. Not to give it enough power to get through the crowd, and therefore had no chance of collecting. Nicol for United. Duxbury, running John Weil, and setting up McElroy. Was wide at the edge of the 6-yard box. Good stuff from Duxbury, taking on Weil and setting up a player coming from behind to his left. Regis getting away from Jovanovic, could have a crack. And it wasn't much of a crack. He really got clean away from the Yugoslav then. First time they've really been in personal duel. Last time they met it was in the UEFA Cup when Jovanovic was playing for Red Star Belgrade. Here's Duxbury. Having to hurry a bit. Still a rather disjointed match. Weil. Robson. Jordan acknowledging that he was totally at odds with his timing. Wasn't really a very good ball that Batson was given. Just sort of turned it forward and Jordan really made a nonsense of the challenge. Robson. Forward for Regis. Back to Moses. And the goalkeeper loses it. Penalty's been given, and I think it was because the goalkeeper grabbed the legs of Gary Owen. The move building up on the right side. The ball played through to Regis. Moses going through. Gary Bailey lost the ball, and as it fell at the feet of Owen, it seemed to me that the goalkeeper grabbed at Owen's legs, and the penalty's been awarded. Anyway, it gives Gary Owen a chance from the penalty spot for his 5th goal of the season and what would be his 3rd successful penalty. Comes in the 35th minute of the match. And Bailey going the wrong way. 1-0 to West Bromwich Albion. All smiles from Gary Owen. He's been one of the most industrious players on the field. His work rate being matched only by Mickey Thomas. And he breaks the deadlock. A fixture which Albion have won for the last 4 years. By reading from the fast forward, 4-0, 4-0, 1-0 and 2-0. Manchester United need to break a record which goes back to September 74, which was the last time they scored here. Macari. Put away by Weil, and rightly, as Jordan was threatening behind, and the cover on him didn't look too happy. United with just one player in the 6-yard box, that's Macari. 3 big fellows outside. One of them is Jovanovic here, and here's Duxbury, taken away by Regis. McElroy. Pressure this from United. They're not always orchestrated. Jordan up. John Weil away again. Chance for a break with Regis. Barnes to the right. And somehow he managed to adjust his feet. But he didn't really make up his mind, I don't think. And Barnes has got through this time. And it's in! And Peter Barnes, I think that's the first time he's actually got past his man in close contact to any purpose. But having got round him, he managed to push the ball through Gary Bailey. And not really a happy first half for Gary Bailey. Both goals could go down as goalkeeper error. And 2-0 the score as we reach the 44th minute. Ron Atkinson on the left there, Mick Brown, his number 2 on his right, both of them with reason to be pleased. So we reach half-time with 2 former Manchester City players having scored the goals against Manchester United for West Bromwich Albion. Owen for the penalty spot in the 35th minute, and Peter Barnes 2 minutes from half-time. So the throstle well illuminated at half-time. Manchester United have only been beaten 3 times this season, all of those away from home at Wolves, Crystal Palace and Arsenal. And here's Owen just finding himself losing the ball. Somewhat 3 or 4 yards into the penalty area. Throw's been given the other way. Tony Godden's had no real save to make so far. Mr. Brown will hold it in. Robson. This is Brendan Batson being encouraged to have a crack, but he doesn't. Player who's never scored for Albion in league football. And Albion have got the free kick. Robson and Owen on the ball. Curled up for Regis. Well, it looked nice, but it ended in a very simple take by Gary Bailey. Comes to Jordan. That's a good try and a fine save. Really hit that well, did Joe Jordan. The initial header out wasn't particularly good. Made himself a bit of room and struck it very sweetly. Forgotten to tip it over the top. Two United players in the 6-yard box. Half met by Robson, cleared by Owen. Alveston. McElroy. Loses to Batson, and Barnes moved from his own half, and anyway there were two defenders back. Streaming forward in numbers, Albion. He's got to give it to somebody soon. And he's gone across the line, and they don't know what he's going to do, does he? Oh, yes, he does! And Owen gets his second at the second attempt. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. Offside given. So it stays at 2-0, but the crowd applaud nonetheless. Jordan. Turned him inside out. Thomas. Corner. Ivanovic threatening, in he comes, and puts it in. Tony Godden rather disappointed, because they met and the goalkeeper couldn't get the punch clear, but Ivanovic managed to poke it home. So with 54 minutes gone, Nicky Ivanovic's 4th goal of the season changes the complexion of the match. Here's Robson. Alistair Brown. Barnes. Robson. Owen. Free kick against Thomas. Used his hip on Batson. Moses, Regis. They were a bit unlucky, the two. And Dave Sexton's team on the up and up. Jordan. Moses. Right back wasn't there to collect that. McElroy. Some good stuff from United. There's Jordan, and he got just a deflection off the defender, which took all the sting out of the header. A loose one. Barnes plays it early, but too far forward. And Ivanovic was lucky with the way the ball bounced, and runs into trouble in the person of Robson. Macari. And here's Barnes again. And Regis! Lovely cross. And there was nothing that the two defenders, Moore and Alveston, could do about it. But the initial mistake then came from Nicky Ivanovic, who got caught as he carried the ball away. And finally it came out to Barnes, who went round the goalkeeper and put in a beautifully flighted cross for Regis to get his head in front of two defenders and put in. Cyril Regis' 10th goal of the season, and it stretches the gap again to 2 goals between the teams with 61 minutes gone. Peter Barnes, the supplier. Offside. Owen and Koffel. McElroy. Thomas. Koffel beginning to wander rather more. Nickel. Well, what about that? Well, it's seen as accidental, and the referee was right on the spot. But as Jordan went to get that ball, Bennett actually stepped on the back of his ankle, and he did so in the area. But the referee obviously felt it was accidental. Regis. McElroy back to Jordan. Well claimed and well held. As we move into the last minute. Oh, there was a lot of sting in the shot too. It's a good run, but the goalkeeper was well placed. The shot was a bit too straight, really. Here's McElroy. And he couldn't get through the gap. Cardrell. Regis. Well, victory for Ron Atkinson's men. Defeat for Dave Sexton's, only their 4th of the season in the league. Final verdict, 3 goals to 1, with Regis's goal really being the killer after Manchester United were threatening very strongly to come back and make a real fight of it.
Well, an encouraging 2 points for West Bromwich Albion, but it seems to me that unless United get 1 or 2 of their injured stars back quickly, they're going to fall away a bit in the new year.
Well, now for a look at the goals from yesterday's important 4th Division match between Lincoln City and Mansfield Town, where there was a bizarre opening goal. Lincoln are in the striped shirts. Your commentator, Tony Gubber.
Phil Turner with the throw for Lincoln. Almost magnetic the way they try to find Cunningham's head with these throws. Oh, what an own goal it is! Trevor Thompson. Oh dear, what a disaster. What a mix-up. And David Felgate was giving him a real mouthful. Thompson hadn't seen Felgate come off his line. There was really no danger at all for Lincoln. Thompson tried to play it back to the keeper who'd come off his line, and the simplest of own goals. What a disaster for Lincoln. Hamilton's head. Now it's Carr who's come forward. Cunningham. Keeley. Shipley. Hobson knocks it on. It was Wood's clearing header. Now Thompson. Bird's underneath it. And Wood knocks it on and behind for a corner. The corner taken by Nolan Keeley, and big David Carr, who'd gone forward for that set piece at the near post, knocking it wide of Ron Arnold for the equaliser a minute before half-time.
And as a result of that draw, Lincoln and Mansfield stay second and third respectively, with Southend extending their lead at the top to 2 points. Southend beat Aldershot 3-0 to maintain their 100% home record.
Well, the bookmakers were right about the Christmas weather. A fine day at Highbury, but will they be right about the League Championship? Liverpool may be favourites, but Ipswich are boosted by the return of captain Mick Mills, who's missed the last 6 games through injury. Steve McCall, Mills' deputy for those games, keeps his place because now George Burley is injured. Arsenal also welcome back a key player. Alan Sunderland, having completed a 4-match suspension, resumes his partnership with Frank Stapleton. And Steve Gatting is back in midfield in a 4-4-2 formation. The captains today, 2 of the most respected players in the game. Arsenal's John Hollins, entering his 18th year in top-grade football, and Mick Mills, 15 years an Ipswich stalwart. And oddly enough, as schoolboys, they were close neighbours in Surrey. And today's referee, Mr. Ken Baker of rugby. So Arsenal in the red and white, kick-off attacking from right to left, defending an unbeaten record here at Highbury. Though it's a ground where the visitors Ipswich have won 4 times in their last 6 visits, and Walford giving an early feel of the ball to Pat Jennings in the Arsenal goal. This is Devine, Gatting. A lot of men and a lot of room too on the right for Gatting. He picks out Devine. Sunderland, Hollins with the return ball. Stapleton and Ricks both inside the penalty area. And Mills just got the touch away. Arsenal take the throw in quickly. Gatting. Uren's header. Johnny Hollins playing a key part in the build-up for that dangerous Arsenal attack. This is Talbot. Stapleton's header. And Mills reaches it before Ricks, and he had to. And that's a free kick. And the look on Mickey Mills' face told the story. Mills, the Ipswich skipper. Terry Butcher. Good skill for a big man, Butcher. Not a bad ball either, and Mariner won it. Walford's header will drop for Tyson. Brazil, and away by Talbot. Stapleton. Now he's got nowhere to go back towards his own goal. Sansom helping him out. Good close skill by Arsenal. This is Talbot, and he opens up play nicely. Devine beating Muren and winning the throw-in for Arsenal. Sunderland, the ball rearing up, and McCall right behind him. He finds Devine. What a good ball to Ricks. Stapleton in the centre. Oh! Well, Frank Stapleton has scored from much more difficult positions than that. But as the cross came over from the right, Stapleton was in exactly the right position. But as you can see, he got underneath the ball instead of over the top of it and scooped it high over the Ipswich crossbar. And John Devine, the architect of that dangerous Arsenal attack. And Talbot again winning it, but this is Gates. Devine. Talbot had time to look who was near him and find Ricks. Talbot again. Now Hollins. Sunderland chasing and reaching it. And the throw in from Tyson's tackle. Sansom will throw the ball quite a distance, but opts for the short one to Sunderland. Good turn. Oh, good save. Stapleton plays it back in, but into the side netting. Well, Kenny Sansom decided on the short throw to Sunderland, and his hooked cross was deflected, and Cooper did well to push it out to Stapleton, who could only hit it back into the side netting. Brazil got the flick on to Mariner. Sansom's interception. Gates. Straight at Gatting. Gates again. Mills. A lot of men on the edge of the Arsenal box. Tyson. McCall. Butcher. And that'll be offside against Eric Gates. 15 minutes to half-time. And still, apart from the deflection which Cooper had to deal with from an Arsenal throw-in, neither goalkeeper seriously troubled. Ricks has come very deep to receive it. And Ipswich will be pleased about that, I think. Gatting. Difficult one for Osman. The header dropping for Stapleton. Took too much time, and Gates closed in. Now Mariner finds Brazil. Walk arriving so quickly in the centre-forward position. Oh, what a good tackle that was by John Devine, who's having an outstanding match. Hollins. Stapleton on the run, and the linesman on the other side of the field is flagging, but the referee has ignored him. Well, I'm not sure referee Baker even saw the flag raised then. The linesman still insisting on the referee looking over to this side. And Mr. Baker, I think, now has seen him. And what will the decision be? Well, the linesman was right, and so was the referee. Willie Young arriving quickly for this corner. Mariner back to cover him. Young's header, and it's in! Sunderland! Willie Young, who's so dangerous in the air from corners and set pieces, proves effective again. The corner quickly taken, Young's downward header, and Alan Sunderland, back after missing 4 matches through suspension, did the rest from close range, his 7th goal of the season, and it comes 9 minutes before half-time. Arsenal 1, Ipswich 0. So, it always appeared, really, I think, that the first goal would come from a corner or a free kick, because there'd really been very few openings carved by either side, and that's exactly what's happened. And now Ipswich really need to produce something to hold on to their position as the main contenders for Liverpool's title. Sansom's header. Gatting. Walks tackle. Talbot finding Sunderland again. Butcher's tackle. It breaks for Gatting. Talbot on to Devine. And it just ran too far ahead of him. Ooh, that was dangerous. Butcher away. Brazil. Mariner. Well, Arsenal will be delighted if Mariner spends the rest of the game in his own half. Don Howe and Terry Neal on the Arsenal bench, well, not really betraying any expressions. Brazil making it difficult for Walford. Sansom. Mills header to Tyson. And a good interception then by Walford. Deserved applause from the crowd. This is Ricks. Stapleton. Ricks. Good run by Sansom here. And Osman's frustration then got the better of him. He was beaten for speed by Sansom's run down the left and brought the Arsenal man down. Ricks curling it into Sunderland. Turns so well, doesn't he? And persistent. But so is Mills. Ricks there. Gatting. Stapleton's header! What a marvellous header that was by Frank Stapleton. The ball was curled in from the left. Stapleton arched his neck and got in so much power in that header, and it was only just over Cooper's crossbar. Well, Ipswich's cause wasn't helped when Captain Mick Mills was booked for dissent just before half-time. We rejoined the game in the second half. Sunderland, Collins, Osman, Tyson. Good skill both these Dutchmen have in the Ipswich midfield. This is Gates. Good ball for Brazil. Oh, Devine got in the way, but Mariner picks up the loose ball. Back to Brazil again. Well, it looked as though the opportunity had gone, really, when Brazil carried it away from the Arsenal goal. Devine made it even more difficult for him, but when Mariner pulled it back, Brazil's snapshot went wide. Call. Young's there again, he hasn't missed a thing. Well, if somebody brings it down, we might see danger. Stapleton did that. This is Sunderland. Oh, well, it's not very often you see Graham Rix producing a header, and that very nearly produced a goal. Sunderland important again in the build-up. What a good return this has been after missing 4 games through suspension for him. Don Howe still urging Arsenal on. Young. Sansom before Gates. The two little men battling away well. Devine, what an intelligent ball for Stapleton to chase. Terry Butcher just that yard quicker than Frank Stapleton then, but a very intelligent ball from the back by John Devine. Sunderland. Oh! That would have been the cheekiest goal of the season by Frank Stapleton. A little flick through his own legs. Sunderland again creating the danger with that good control on the touchline, and the little flick didn't quite come off for Frank Stapleton. Over Mariner's head, Brazil. Muren. McCall. Walford away. Butcher. This is Devine. Rix has almost swapped roles with Kenny Sansom in this game. Rix coming deep, Sansom in the conventional outside left position. But this is Talbot. Rix again. Sunderland, Mills in the way. Gates, Muren, Mariner. Only Brazil upfield at the moment for Ipswich. Brian Talbot, a look of amazement for the free kick. Nonetheless, quickly taken. This is Tyson. He's round Willie Young, and that was desperately close. And the referee has given the free kick on the very edge of the Arsenal penalty area. Well, Ipswich created that opening then because they took the free kick so quickly. And as Tyson went forward, Willie Young's rather clumsy tackle was desperately close. That's how close it was to the edge of the penalty area. Meantime, it's Paul Mariner down injured, just inside the Arsenal half. Mills with the free kick. Walks header! Devine away. Terrible scramble in the box. The danger hasn't gone yet, but Jennings, brilliant as ever. It was Walk's header that created the danger then, and from that close range you would have thought that any goalkeeper would have been beaten. Well, Pat Jennings now 35 years old, but his reflexes as quick as ever. Rix. Talbot battling away and brought down by Ward. So Willie Young, who's almost unstoppable in the air, takes up his usual position on the edge of the Ipswich penalty area. Sunderland and Stapleton also in the box. Arsenal can't make up their minds about the free kick, and meantime Mickey Mills is again talking himself into trouble here, and the referee making it very clear to the Ipswich skipper that if he steps out of line again, he'll be off. Not like Mickey Mills at all, this. Ricks' free kick, Sunderland's header. Well, the free kick from Ricks, beautifully flighted in. Sunderland's snap header just wide. I think it must be the frustration of things not going well for him on his return to the side that is causing Mickey Mills to step out of line with the referee. It's completely out of character. Sunderland and Osman, and Arsenal's throw-in. Tremendous atmosphere now as we move into the final 20-odd minutes of this game. Arsenal still leading by a goal to nil. Here's Gatting. Oh, Sunderland through to Stapleton. Superb save by Cooper. This is McCall. The danger not gone yet. And a corner. But as the ball was played through then, Sunderland did a lovely feint over it. Stapleton's shot from close range was beaten away by Cooper. And in the end, Arsenal get a corner from McCall's mistake. So, Young jostling for position on the near post. So is Stapleton and Sunderland. Walford's up there too. And the clearance producing that effort by Gatting well wide. So wide it went for a goal kick. Sorry, for a throw-in. He'd have been pleased if it had gone for a goal kick. Mariner. Ricks robs him. Devine. Stapleton. Butcher in the way. Muren. Mariner. Butcher. Osman. And McCall again. Mariner got it at the second opportunity. Now Muren. Gates. Young's header. Muren. This is Brazil. Well, Alan Brazil took the ball from Muren beautifully on his chest and had to shoot first time with defenders converging on him, and that shot was just wide. Bobby Robson, who's now moved down from the director's box to the Ipswich bench, looking very anxious indeed. Still no smiles on the Arsenal bench because this game is still in the balance with 17 minutes to go. McCall's header. Walford. Mills. McCall. Muren. Walford's done so well for Arsenal at the back. And the referee rightly giving the free kick to Ipswich. Butcher just out of picture, coming forward on the edge of the penalty area. Muren with a free kick. Looking for Butcher. Stapleton was who got it clear. This is Ricks, and he's really got the pace to take on Mickey Mills. Sunderland is in the middle, helping him. Talbot's arriving fast too. Hollins gets there, but McCall just put him off. Gatting. Stapleton! What a superb effort by Frank Stapleton. Arsenal switch wings then. When the ball was played in from the right, Stapleton really got some power behind that shot, and Cooper took the sting out of it and saved well. Mariner's header. Brazil. Talbot brings him down, free kick to Ipswich. So the match really building up to quite a climax with just over a quarter of an hour to go, and Arsenal still a goal in front. Mills with the free kick. Mariners in the Arsenal wall of defenders. Will it reach Walk? It did, and the header in the end from Terry Butcher was only just wide. And Ipswich ready to make a substitution, and it's a bold move by Bobby Robson. They're taking off Steve McCall, a fullback, and bringing on Kevin O'Callaghan, the young Irish winger. So really Ipswich in the final quarter of an hour are throwing caution to the wind. They've got to get at least a point from this. I think they'll feel that way, and O'Callaghan could be the man to salvage something from this match for them. Sunderland. Osman. Mariner. Brazil. One of Arsenal defenders, and Walford was the man who reached it. Butcher. Divine. Stapleton. He may have to go it alone, though Sunderland is arriving in support. This is Hollins. Stapleton again. Mills. Mariner. Gates. This is Muren. He's got Brazil wide on the left and finds it. Brazil's got the pace, but Walford has got the timing, and that was a very good tackle. Here's O'Callaghan, a natural winger. And a winger's cross too, difficult for Young. Muren underneath it. Mariner! Oh, what a great save, and as Mariner went down, the referee points to the penalty spot. Mariner's shot, Jennings produced a miraculous save, and the challenge from Getting saw Mariner fall to the ground, and the referee, Mr. Baker, had no hesitation in awarding Ipswich the penalty. No dispute from the Arsenal players, and John Walk, who's already scored 4 penalties this season, with a great opportunity to salvage something here for Ipswich. John Walk's 23rd goal of the season, and it could well turn out to be one of his most important. 77 minutes gone, and Walk's sweetly struck penalty, right-footed, high into the roof of the Arsenal net, brings Ipswich back into the match. Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 1. Sunderland for Arsenal. And again, here's Sansom, Muren's interception. And he wants to know just how long there is to go. Just 2 minutes of normal time remaining as Talbot attacks for Arsenal. Stapleton. Well, Terry Butcher was so incisive then. Hollins may try a long throw here. Sunderland's given him the option of a short one, wants it on the chest. But want to keep it in. Sansom. Divine. Lofted for Stapleton. No! It dropped so close to the top of the Ipswich goal, but in the end, Stapleton's loop header dropped over. And Ipswich breathe again and may feel now that the danger has gone and that they've earned a very valuable point. Mariner. So the referee blows the final whistle, and in the end, I think a draw, a fair result. Sunderland's goal 10 minutes before half-time gave Arsenal a lead they deserved at the time, but Ipswich played a lot better in the second half, and that undisputed penalty, beautifully struck home by John Walk, his 23rd goal of the season, has given them a valuable point and kept both of these sides on the heels of the leaders Liverpool and Aston Villa. Final score at Highbury: Arsenal 1, Ipswich Town 1.
Well, that draw meant the only team to gain ground was West Bromwich Albion, who moved above their opponents, Manchester United. For the rest, it's as you were. But if Ipswich had beaten Arsenal yesterday, they would have just gone top on goal difference. But I reckon that Bobby Robson was almost satisfied at the end of the day, and the year too. But managers always dream of something better.
Well, I'd like about £3 million to buy one jewel of a player, I guess, a Maradona or someone like that, although the front situation here is quite good at the club. I think we've done very well, Jim. There are very few high-class players available. We'll go with what we've got, which is a lot of talent. We've only lost 2 matches this season in the league. How can you improve that, really, to some degree? So I am pleased. I think the players have been quite magnificent. We've played some lovely football. We haven't kicked anybody in getting there. Yeah. We just hope we can see it through and contest it all the way to the end of the season.
Is Tyson happy?
There is some conflict between he and I at the moment on what is supposed to have been said and what is supposed to have been promised. He's under some kind of apprehension. I say it's a misapprehension. But naturally, Jimmy, we have to sort it out. I mean, all I want for the boy to do is to stay and play for us for 2 years, and I'll let him go back to Holland free, and that's not such a bad deal, I don't think.
Do you think you can pull that off?
It's the one managerial thing I think I've got to really try my utmost to do, and it won't be for the lack of trying.
Do you think Ipswich are on course for a championship this year?
Very much so, yes. We've never really, I think maybe once in the last sort of 7 or 8 years have we been in this position at Christmas, and normally we've been notoriously bad starters, and this year we've started very, very well, and if we can finish like we have in the last 2 seasons, then really that's all we would need to do.
So you can take your pick among the 3 main contenders, Ipswich, Liverpool or Villa. But I think Arsenal can only look for a UEFA Cup place in the league because they haven't quite filled the gap left by Liam Brady. Graham Rix seemed to be the perfect replacement, but was not so much off colour as not quite on song yesterday, a point that I took up with Don Howe.
Well, Jim, I don't know, when they first get in the England side, I mean, young Gates is not playing well for Ipswich.
Didn't do much.
That's right. They get in the England side, and it seems to affect the way they want to play the game. You want them in the thick of things. I think they think that they've got to do something good on the ball every time they get it. I'm an England player now. I've got to do well instead of keeping it simple. Like Graham's great. Graham's a good early ball player. He'll get it. He'll give it and give it and give it and create his own opening and then play it. Now he's trying to force the opening. He's looking for the killer every time. We're trying to get him back to how he used to play. He's not playing bad. I mean, he's for his level, he's not playing as well as he did.
It seemed to me just a matter of confidence with him, not overconfidence, underconfidence.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I think you're right there. He's that type of boy. He's a deep thinker about the game. He wants to be a hell of a player, you know, and he wants to play in midfield as well. And let's face it, we play him sometimes wide on the left, and then we tuck him back into midfield. He will finish up being a midfield player, and he'll be a very good midfield player. You know, I mean, there's phases of football. I mean, you and I both know you get good phases, you get bad phases. If you play for 15 years, you can't play well for 15 years.
I couldn't manage it for one.
Exactly, yes.
John Walk's 23rd goal of the season, and it could well turn out to be one of his most important.